DarkSydePhil is a game creator and former fighting game aficionado that has existed in the online realm for over 2 decades. He has participated in the inception of Let's Plays, but has hardly evolved alongside them. Where most creators benefit from their window of fame, Phil, through insane spending habits, has almost nothing to show for it. It was only in 2020 that he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, where the documents revealed his situation being even more insane than previously thought. Due to his off-putting nature in that he will belittle his audience members while simultaneously petitioning them for donations.
I need the money to pay bills, and I need the money to do regular day-to-day shit.
Lie about his finances and inaccurately portray criticisms against him, he has few allies left. Content creators, large, small, new, and old, avoid him due to this and the unique community of trolls that follow him. Varying widely in intentions and actions, these trolls share the commonality of hating Phil and archiving his fumbles to great lengths. There exists a spreadsheet that is updated almost daily that tracks nearly every donation, the top donator, when the stream began, and what game was played. That's not all. There are several search engines designed to search his over 70,000 videos that even have options to show the trend of word usage, and of course a forum with over 280,000 posts discussing him, not including side threads that would greatly inflate that number. While Phil is covered to great lengths, information is hardly ever centralized or easily consumed, prompting the creation of reasonably shorter videos dissecting different elements of his life. This video, perhaps unreasonably so, will attempt to tackle it all. As for the forums, or the medium DSP would unleash his threats, Shoryuken.com, or SRK for short, is named after a popular move in Street Fighter. DSP continued to expand his character, adding the tagline, "The King of Hate."
And the whole idea behind the King of Hate moniker was everyone hates me because I talk so much shit online, but no one can do anything about it because in person, I could hold up my end of the shit talking and win.
I understand that you got something you want to say about the DSP.
Nah, I don't got nothing to say about that little retard. Down syndrome Phil. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah?
Now, in 2003, Phil's infamy grew to new heights after he was banned from the SRK forums. Even the smaller competitions he did win would not be received with commemoration, but ire. In addition to the displeasures at his victory was what appears to be Phil advertising his website known as TopHaters.com. Further investigation reveals that this website of Phil's creation was a response to TopPlayers.com, a West Coast-centered Street Fighter website. Looking further into it, this is not just a response to Top Players, but Phil's lashing out at his infamy. There is much to unpack through the multiple pages of this website. On this page alone, he challenges some of the fighting game culture he himself is guilty of. On the main page, he informs readers that he works at Circuit City. On this thread, he is hating on the mechanics of Guilty Gear, a different fighting game. His words and his culture do not resonate within the fighting game community. Even so, he petitioned for financial support, supposedly to run the website, while also complaining about the lack of users. Despite a clear lack of support, Phil went onward with a new project known as Impact. As TopHaters.com was Phil's answers to TopPlayers.com, Impact was Phil's answer to EVO. And even though Phil continued to attend, he sought to make his own large-scale event. Quote, "It's obvious that Impact is going to compete heavily with EVO," unquote. On the threads created by Phil to promote Impact that included fundraising, brainstorming ideas, and other items meant to trigger discussion, on average would have at most a single other response. That was also the only respondent to the majority of Phil's posts. Even threads discussing how much Phil sucked garnered more attention on his website than Impact. TopHaters.com was a failed project.
It's been a long time since I wrote a new hate article. I bet some of you thought the King of Hate was getting soft. Well, fuck you in the ass. You're all wrong. Inspired by my buddy Law, Top Haters proudly presents the nerds, the fags, and the ugly. Mostly the ugly. This is the kind of guy who sits behind his computer on IRC wishing he was cool and trying to be, oh my god, this is Phil writing right to Phil. This is the kind of guy who sits behind his computer on IRC wishing he was cool and trying to be friendly with all the girls while incessantly stuffing yodels in his face all day in real life.
Cool.
Very classic.
Yeah, they look
He
nice,
actually
thanks.
thinks that what he's wearing right now is funny rather than pathetic and revolting. A sad, sad man. The sadder part is that he's probably a closet homosexual. Let's go. The correct answer is, of course, D. None of the above. That girl's a fucking dweeb and a half, not a hot chick.
Oh my god, this holy fuck. I'm reading the last line, man.
We'll
we have to
get
get
there.
to that.
We'll get there. Any
This is-
self-respecting hot girl who would dress up like that has to be on some kind of drugs, and she looks pretty straight to me. The really disturbing part about cosplay conventions is that they're basically just a precursor to free sex. Heard from sources that they're nothing but a front for a lot of wacky sex and orgies. So you get all the sex you want from these guys. God save us all. And the girls pretty much make that hideously ugly chick from the Drew Carey show look like Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
But I can get... Oh my God.
Clear for the shots.
I'm going to go this... Clear the airwaves here. I can get hotter sex from my next door neighbor's Great Dane if I set my dick on fire first before plunging into the bitch.
Bro, is he... Wait. Is he talking about fucking a dog?
Yes, he is. Really?
I don't know how I
Only
feel
one other
about
thing to
it
talk
yet.
about. If you live in
don't know how
Connecticut
I
or NYC
feel.
or any surrounding areas, head down to FYE in Westfield Shopping Town and Trumbull on Sundays. We're getting some gaming together to get some interesting. All right, must be Jin post here.
Maybe you missed something interesting.
Yeah, we're getting some
going again?
gaming together to get something interesting going again. Basically, we'll start out at FYE during the afternoon with the 2 MVCs they have, which they have 360 sticks and JAP buttons.
But later on.
When that gets boring and we're bored of being mall rats chasing 14-year-old chicks, okay. Okay.
Whoa!
Okay. When that gets boring and we're bored of being mall rats chasing after 14-year-old chicks. So after we get bored of
Chicks?
doing that.
Oh, they're
yes.
children, you fucking idiot.
Dude, they're chicks. Remember? Age check. 21. Age check. DSP is 21 years old at this point. He tried to be cool. Was to set up tournaments. Absolutely. 100% of the time. If you have any good ideas on how to raise money for Impact, please go. He's already begging. If you have any good ideas on how to raise for money on Impact, please go to that. Okay. Anyways, speaking of forums, it's come to my attention. Speaking of the forums, it's come to my attention that very few people are using them.
I wonder how many more times in his life he would say that.
Yeah, yes. How many times has Phil had this conundrum of forums not being used? Over 40 registered members, but nobody posts at all. I'm hoping that having impact, info, and discussion on there will spur up some convo. But the situation is just sad. More than it
You
does.
just know, right? You just know he had the most posts.
Yeah.
On there.
Dude, look at this. Look at this. More than a dozen people asked me for top hater forums, so I gave it to you. And now nobody uses them. Dude
Again.
has not gotten over this one bit.
Phil.
East Coast versus West Coast.
In this particular moment at EVO 2002, the infamous DarkSydePhil was selected as a sort of representative of the East Coast theater. Commentary from the people recording demonstrated how welcome he was.
Phil, you are not East Coast, please. Alright, attention all people.
As much as Phil promoted his ability, when it came to EVO, the player base was at an entirely different level than he was used to. Losses here were common, and people did not take kindly to his hostility online where he would physically threaten his opposition.
I was the guy who always talked shit. I was the guy who always was like, man, don't get in my face at a tournament. I will fuck you up. I will throw you in a trash can. I will, I used to do that.
But in person, that was a different story.
I mean, online he would freaking, run his flap and post a lot and respond to everything, but when you see him at the tournaments, he just sits there, he's not doing nothing.
That was Jaha, one of the more hot-headed players that was not afraid of confrontation.
He was talking a bunch of shit against like the top Marvel players, so Shady K was one of them, and Shady K didn't like him too much because he would like run his mouth so much. I mean, this guy would make posts that were like a mile long. When DSP was leaving with like him and a couple of his boys, that's when it was time to like roll up on him. We followed them outside and we caught him outside, and they were getting up in like, DSP's fucking friends' faces too, just to fucking make sure none of them got crazy, but they were all fucking shitting bricks. He just turns fucking white, and it's funny because he just like talks so much shit on the internet, but when you run into him in fucking person, he's just fucking, turns white as a ghost.
DSP was able to diffuse the situation by paying Shady K, Jaha's friend, $10. They arrived to that amount from a money match that was meant to go 10 rounds for a total of $100. But since it was cut short due to time limitations, and DSP only fought and lost a single match, Jaha and his crew were able to swindle those $10 that DSP had no obligation to pay. But even then, it was cheaper than a trip to the hospital. As for the forums, or the medium DSP would unleash his threats, Shoryuken.com, or SRK for short, is named after a popular move in Street Fighter. DSP continued to expand his character, adding the tagline, "The King of Hate."
And the whole idea behind the King of Hate moniker was everyone hates me because I talk so much shit online, but no one can do anything about it because in person, I could hold up my end of the shit talking and win.
I understand you got something you want to say about the DSP.
Nah, I don't got nothing to say about that little retard. Down syndrome Phil. Fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah?
This is confirmed Phil. As always, I'm going to show you everything confirmed Phil. Everything confirmed Phil. This was quoted, as you can see on the next tweet, originally posted by Punisher 3. I showed you in another thread. Punisher 3 is 100% DSP. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's him. I just posted something in another forum that relates to women. When I wrote it, something had struck a nerve, and I was pretty pissed off. I don't want any of you girls here to think that I'm writing about you, because I really don't know any of you well enough to make a judgment call. Well, 99.9% of you anyway. So don't take this personally. It's just that every woman I've ever known has let me down. Anyway, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about what I had to say. Here goes. Oh, here goes. Here goes the understatement of the century. You got that shit right.
Here we go.
There are really truly interesting and wonderful women. Shit. Every woman I've ever known was either extremely selfish and self-centered, too busy feeling sorry for herself to do anything else, too annoying and or geeky to stand for more than 30 minutes. Oh, God. Too stupid to listen to advice they ask for. Doing stupid things and then complaining to you because they went totally against what you told them. A total slut. A total tease. Leading you. Total tease. Leading you on and then crushing you under their boot when you finally let off that you like her. A total liar. So demanding that she expects you to read her mind like some kind of fucking psychic and never do anything unless it's with her. Don't be fooled. If she says you can go do something and she doesn't mind, she's lying and you'll pay for it later. Too full of herself. Just plain fucking crazy. Every single woman in my life fits one or more of the above, and every single one of them has let me down. You want to know why so many guys are so uninteresting, full of themselves, thinking they are shit? Because women demand it. Oh. If a guy has no confidence, then that's no good. Women always whine that they want a nice guy, and there are none of them left. Give me a fucking break. Women walk all over nice guys. Use them, abuse them, play with their hearts, but in the end, they always fuck them over. Cheat on them, break up with them, tell them let's just be friends. Or you need time apart, but then run off with some other guy. Blah, blah, blah. The fact of the matter is, the women of America... Oh. The fact of the matter is, the women of America have become so fucking selfish, dishonest, and full of themselves, they have no fucking idea what it is they really want from a man. This is why so many guys have become that same overconfident asshole. Because if we're nice guys, we get walked over and thrown away. Because we're too boring or whatever other stupid fucking reason you give. At least if we act like total dicks, we can get laid once in a while. Oh. Damn superficial bitches. Damn superficial bitches. That's the next band name, all female band name. Damn superficial bitches. If you could make up your fucking minds what you wanted out of men, maybe more guys would try to be like that. But instead, you're never satisfied. And you go on forums complaining that all guys are the same overconfident assholes. Steve, Phil is 22 years old at this point. 22 years old. This is not some high school kid that was just spurned by his first girlfriend. We've all been there. You know, when I was 14, I broke up. It hurt. And I said some stupid shit. I wasn't 22. Keep going. But instead, you're never satisfied. And you go on forums complaining that all guys are the same overconfident assholes. Well, maybe if you weren't sleeping with or dating that type of guy and or cheating on, turning down that nice guy for that asshole stereotype you so loudly proclaim to be bad, so many guys wouldn't be trying to be like that in the first place. Dumbass. So yeah, porn is good. Video games are good. But women are a fucking waste of time and the number one cause of bullshit and drama that men don't need. Oh, edit. I don't think I'm some charming conversationalist or some super genius. Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting us know. Because I gave up on impressing women and bending over backwards for them. Now I'm just a dick. Can you guess why? Again, don't take the above personally. But you can't deny that a lot of what I said there has to be true. Any comments?
And you know what, and then let's just think for a second, you know, and it's not really a good reflection on me as well, because, hold on, DSP, I'm just saying, you know what, and just to think that since he mentioned the radio, and now my radio show is put in the midst of this as if I'm condoning this, and it's really not, you know. And I mean, and that's another thing I got to deal with, you know. And then here I am trying to work on getting stuff done, you know, for the radio and for the community, and then and then stuff like this happens, you know. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not too happy with the situation because I think that there were some poor decisions made by Dark Prince, and he knows that. And seriously, that's all I can really say. That's all I can really say at this point. All right, DSP, you can talk.
All right. Can you please repeat what you read before, what he said about me? Because this is the first I heard about it, and I kind of caught the end of it.
I assume this thread was deleted, so it was posted to me. Hold on for a second. Now. All right. It starts this. It says, you think you know drama, bitch, please. Let's take a look beyond the smoke and mirrors.
Hold on. What is, he made a new thread about this, or was this in response to something?
All I know is that there was a thread started, and this was the first post.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
You think you know drama, bitch, please. Let's take a look beyond the smoke and mirrors. You have DSP, the dick-sucking pussy himself, who got on the radio talking mad shit about me, saying Dark Prince will put you through college. Newsflash, buddy. Dark Prince collected all of his money back. Good game. For the record, DSP is a pussy, and I'll fuck him up myself. Get at me. They already know this thing as how the situation between Genghis and I went public. Blazing Hope saying, I won't say this or that to his face. The reality is, you're coming from Florida. I have a 2-hour drive to Evo. I don't care if you're 8 foot tall and weigh 400 pounds. I have something for you, and it won't be a knife. Big Fall being the only one on the radio that I can see where he's coming from, so if he wants it like that, so be it. What is really at issue here for you, Ski, is your trustworthiness. And I'll give you a good example of this whole EX math thing. Your explanation says that you told him, that you told Wizard about him, about what his alternate nickname was. But Mr. Wizard posted you telling him that you was not the one that snitched on him.
Mm-hmm. This
So
nigga
that
said, hey, dear EX Matt, listen, I didn't tell him that. I didn't say that. Listen, quote, I'm being straight with you, Matt. I did not say that. 5 minutes later, Mr. Wizard, colon, whoa Moses, colon, this EX Matt is flaming in the TGA thread. There's a... I mean, I don't even have to quote. Doesn't matter. Where Moses, colon, blah, 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 EX Matt, blah, 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 blah.
Talk to you, I do, but I can't put up with this, man. I can't. You gotta either
Get the fuck up, bitch! You're nothing but a bitch!
I want to talk, but I can't.
You're a whore! You're a fucking whore, dog. You're a whore.
Ski.
Whore. W.
No.
W whore.
There's no hold up. Okay, DXP, but I want you to respond to me because, see,
I'm
that
trying.
was the part that I find that was a little bit
I don't blame it on motherfucking me talking over you, nigga. Like you ain't never had 8 niggas talking over you, bitch. You a whore.
I'm doing okay.
So, what did you think of my questioning last night of DXP?
Oh God, do we have to start this already?
I have to ask.
That's a good question, Faye. Right when they get you on, straight to the heart. So, about DXP.
Oh God.
We ask ourselves that every podcast.
Yep.
Let me just say that was very entertaining, to say the least. I was.
You got that right.
Oh, yeah.
You got that right.
Y'all provided me some good entertainment for a bit.
So, if he jumps on, you gonna be jumping off?
Yeah. Ooh.
Nigga unleashing the snitching already. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that was. I don't care, man. That was Ski. You were the most entertaining drunk I have ever had. Yeah. Digging into DXP. You know about that.
What an interesting coincidence.
No.
I just like how he has this whole persona based around him, but when y'all get him on like some voice shit, he just clams up.
Boom, bitch!
Fucking yeah.
Yes! Let him cook! Boom, bitch! Get out the way!
I just like how he has this whole persona based around him, but when y'all get him on like some voice shit, he just clams up.
Told ya.
He didn't defend himself, he just like sat there and like took it.
And then he asked me what my major was. Somebody pointed that out to me.
Are you serious?
Yes, what?
He asked me what your major was, really?
Major?
And then he asked me what my major was.
Oh, he did,
Somebody
okay.
pointed that out to me.
Are you serious? What the fuck?
In the middle of the conversation, yo, what's your major, dog?
I'll bet it's like Mr. Valedictorian. I've graduated.
I don't
What's your major, dude? We're cool.
You got a degree.
Yeah, I really just want to get over it, because it's bullshit.
Yeah, so who you going out to dinner with?
Not him.
Here we go. So this is another response. Joey Crack, very famous. Look, Phil, whether you want to admit it or not, that was funny. The video they showed, which wasn't just a funny video, making fun of Phil in a few places.
Yeah.
Making fun of TopHaters, excuse me. Why did you bother coming in talking like your boss? Remember, the dark side does not consist hiding in the closet reading your beat-up copy of The Hobbit. That's a unique cut down there. We all know you have we all know you have this thing for Bilbo. But the truth is, you just dying to have a bitch foot stuck in your ass like 10.5-inch dildo. Yo, Phil, didn't Smooth eat you like a bag of corn chips? still got poked so much you might mistake him for a bitch in a porn flick.
Holy shit.
These are extremely specific. Man, this was a nice thread till you got on it. I agree with that. It just turned into everyone's shit on Phil because there was no reason for Phil to be here. You are a talking toilet. So I guess you are a talking toilet. So I guess it's okay for me to shit on it. Also, under no circumstance is he playing the game properly. Thank you. His refusal to learn the way the timing on Street Fighter 4 works just because it's not Street Fighter 2 is nowhere near.
Oh,
thank you.
My dude, that comment will age like fine wine.
Yep.
Every game since he's played like Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
It doesn't work like that. How dare they change how the game works? Does DSP online scrub battles are high-level play? Someone makes a thread about DSP, and people share their feelings about DSP. This is responding to Ronin Chaos, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Someone makes a thread about DSP, and people share feelings about DSP. As Desi said, he earned the image he has. I've seen the way he deals with people, and just decided to not introduce myself before. And also, yeah, he probably laid off of you because no one wants to get in a fight with you. It's not going to make him like him. It's not going to make me like. It's not going to make me like him just because of lay off people he can't physically bully. Okay. He did get some support. All right, let's go down a networking puppy. DSP, as in dipshit penis.
Oh my god!
You talking about dipshit penis?
That's like when Ski Sonic was like, "We've got DSP, the dick sucking pussy."
Yeah. All right, that's our raid message decided. That's our raid message. I did watch his videos previously when he played DJ in Street Fighter Super Turbo. He might seem all happy with his bullshit personality that he portrays on YouTube. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I met up with him at NECX tourney and had to face him for Street Fighter 4. This person doesn't seem to acknowledge the players that he fights against, and I did lose to him at that tourney. This person doesn't seem to even acknowledge the players that he fights against, and I did lose to him at tourney. When I greeted him at first to say hi and acknowledge him about his previous matches posted on YouTube, he didn't show eye contact to or respond to you and seemed really smug about it. When I lost to him, I tried to give him a handshake saying good game. He just ignored me and walked away. I saw him having trouble to connect people on Street Fighter 5 because he was using the stability filter, which doesn't work. So I sent him a PM letting him know to turn off all filters to find matches more easily. And he incorrectly said I was wrong and called me an idiot on his video. My only experience with him leads me to think he's not a very nice guy. Thanks for that.
I live in here.
Yeah. Machine King 1313. Again, a live example of DSP being a fucking douchebag. Here we go. I played DSP on HD Remix 2008 online, and I beat him with Vega. Oh, sorry, this is online. There's another real life one. I then played him on XBL with Street Fighter 4 and beat him again, which about a month later, I noticed he was an internet star, a YouTube star, I guess. So I bombed his channel saying how I beat him and asked him for a rematch in a PM. He fucking blocks me like a true bitch. Okay, I want you to remember the date on this. April 2010. As I read this next paragraph. Anyways, DSP is probably the laziest motherfucker ever.
Oh.
2010. He does nothing ever. He does nothing ever. He lazily uploads videos with no editing, and people say he's amazing for it. I don't hate DSP. I actually think he is funny at times if he isn't trying too hard. But the thing I hate about DSP is his fan base.
Oh my god.
They attacked King Red X or whatever, calling him a pedophile. Oh, Phil would in the future defend pedophiles. Now they all want to Ubisoft forums and threaten to kill their president of the company. They had a debate about Miley Cyrus's breasts on his comment page, and GSP joined in by saying they are small.
Right. Okay, 2010. In 2010, when was Miley Cyrus
Please,
born?
can someone...
1992. In 2010, she would have
18.
Been... What? 18. Oh my god.
Okay, so I fooled myself last match thinking it was a finals and it wasn't. This is just the second match of this set. A Chunner. Spank Minister. Okay. It's the spank minister. He's going to administer some spanks during this match. No, actually, I'm going to spank her is what I'm going to do. Spank her on that hot Chinese ass. There's a spank right there, right to the fucking womb. Fucking uterus punch. Look at that, right through the fucking lightning legs, you bitch. Look at this rape. Oh my god, ridiculous rape. Oh, you motherfucker. What the fuck? How did I miss? Those are penis strikes on her body. DarkSydePhil. Penis. How did I whip? Look at that. Whatever. She walks fucking sideways and whatever. What? No teleport? Are you shitting me? I got no teleport again. That's twice. No teleport twice in a fucking row. It's easy as shit to do in this game. Fucking online play sucks. Sucks. Can't do a combo because it's online. What? Oh my god. Chun-Li's horrible and I can't beat her because I'm online. Can't block. I can't block again! Oh my god! Oh my god! Online play, fucking blow me! Blow me, you cunt! You're horrible. I can't even fucking block a cross-up. I can't do reversal teleport. Fuck you, scrub. Fucking bullshit, man. That's the only way this guy gets wins, when stuff doesn't come out online, because online is so fucking terrible. Wow. Here, enjoy your win. Scrub.
We got a modern hockey. Oh wow, modern. Oh what? I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. I'm not doing anything. What the fuck? 58 milliseconds, stops blocking, and she gets a free fucking combo when I didn't do anything. Look at this fucking horse shit. What? Yes, everything counter hits me. Every button is a counter hit against Honda now. Oh my god, how does she perfect parry that every time? What? How is she perfect parrying that every time? That's ridiculous. I'm dead. She's perfect parrying fucking headbutt from full screen every time. I don't know about this. I don't know about this fucking bullshit. Why? How is she able to perfect parry all my moves every fucking time? I don't understand this. Nothing I could do there because it's a guessing game. Nothing I could do there. I had to guess. What? Why am I getting hit again? Block. Oh my god! Couldn't do anything. Right. What? She gets to drive rush throw because I'm Honda. I can't do anything but jab through that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I was in the middle of a combo. It doesn't work after my kick. Nothing comes out, and then she gets a double hit, and now I've lost 50% health to not. Literally, it continues. What is this bullshit?
She hasn't earned a hit yet.
She literally hasn't earned a hit yet. She's playing an online bullshit pattern with her shitty connection. I can't fucking stop it. You're fucking full of shit. What? I did jab block, she mashes punch, and it lets her hit me. Yeah, these people suck shit. They're not, that person is not good at all.
Beat Phil.
Alex Valle, this guy right here, living legend, Street Fighter scene. First and foremost, you know what I gotta ask you? The ST beef with DSP.
I don't even consider it a beef. It's like another scrub, another day.
As chance would have it, they actually did compete at EVO 2006.
First match, finally. Oh, on stage, Phil versus Alex Valle. I'm like, oh, great. It was a decent match. I lost. And I was like, motherfucker, you know, all this practice. I waited all day. Basically, it mind-fucked me waiting all day to play my match. I finally play Alex Valle, and I lose.
Phil, now in the loser's bracket, still had a chance to redeem himself. And after working his way through the loser's bracket, he had his final match of the day.
My final match is against, guess who? Tokido. Now, this is the guy who beat me in 2005 on stage mirror match with Vega.
The results of Tokido and DSP's first two matches played out exactly like they did in EVO 2005. Both players won a single match, and it came down to the last match where the results were also mirrored.
And he won. He knocked me down, and I fucking lost. And I was like, I wanted to rip my fucking shirt off like Hulk Hogan and be like, fuck this shit.
DSP did not even place in the top 8. He was now the former top American player, but if anything, he was still persistent.
Now, in my last video, I said most players referred to Phil as a walking ATM. He was just constantly spending money, flying to tournaments, staying in hotels. He was living way beyond his means, trying to compete in games he wasn't even that good at.
So I quit my job, but the thing was, that whole year, I had traveled the country to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I knew that I was moving out of my apartment. I had an apartment, like I said, this 3-bedroom apartment. I knew eventually I'd be moving out, but it was still, it's like 6 months on the lease, and I didn't know where I was going to get the money from to pay the bills. I didn't know anything at that point. I did have a job interview lined up for Best Buy in a few weeks, but basically it was like a couple of weeks before EVO, and I said, I want to go so bad because I've been practicing this, everything I've been doing, waiting for, but it was a huge risk because I didn't have the money to go. So I did one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life, and please, I beg of you, unless you're on your last legs financially, do not ever do what I'm going to tell you I did to pay for my EVO trip. I took cash advances on all of my credit cards. So we're talking thousands of dollars in cash advances. I ended up paying off the interest alone for that for about 5 years. I'm not kidding. The reason that I had such credit card debt, and I told you just recently that I paid off all my credit card debt a year or two ago, is because that dumb decision to take out like $3,000 with cash advances on my credit cards fucked me up financially for years. So don't fucking do it unless you're destitute. Okay?
If we go back in time to early FGC, then you can realize that it's totally different than how it is today. And the main reason for that was the pay. Winning EVO didn't get you a big payroll like how it does currently. You will most likely be in it for the recognition you would achieve by winning it all. So, how did FGC players remedy not getting good payouts? Money matches. Whether it was betting on who you thought would win a set or throwing down for some quick cash, money matches was the way to go to get an easy payday. And I'll tell you, Phil was all about getting money, but his lack of skill and stubborn attitude to adapt to his opponent costing him heavy. So, in my last video, someone pointed out that I should check out this money match Phil had at ECC 9. And I did. And after finishing the video, it pretty much proved everything them old school niggas said about DSP right. This dumbass was losing every set he played, and he had to cough up money each time he lost. It wasn't that bad at the beginning, but the stakes kept rising, and there should be a point where you would think, man, fuck this shit, I'm not getting ahead, I'll just try again tomorrow. But Phil doesn't think like the rest of us, cause Phil is special. So he kept playing.
Taking form now in early 2009 was the basis of DSP. All the core elements were finally present, including the audience. From those few who were vocal about their dislike of DSP, DSP responded by comparing himself to Satan, and those who enjoyed his videos enough to donate to him. As seen in his description, he was now accepting PayPal donations for what he claims were games and equipment. Even now, in the channel comments, people were suggesting the use of direct capture via what is known as a capture card, and DSP did indeed spend that money, a lot of it too, on a more expensive, yet worse option.
As you know, any donations that you send help me in the cost of games and equipment, especially this brand new HD camera. It cost me a pretty hefty sum, so.
As these suggestions to how he could improve his videos poured in, Phil would go on and pour them out.
This guy just wants to be my friend so he gets deleted. Why don't you use capture card instead of camera? I've already explained this 7,000 fucking times. It's because then I'd have to actually use a professional microphone, I'd have to record the voiceovers, I'd have to actually do video editing on every fucking video that I put up. Considering I put up like 30 a fucking day, unless you want to fucking stay home and do that while I'm at work, I don't think that's gonna happen. So shut your fucking face.
That, as would be understood, was DSP's long-winded way of saying it was because he did not want to put forth the effort to learn the technology, making it seem over-complex to an audience that knew very little about video creation. From here on, he would label his videos as HD, inherent from the camera and not the game as people would be actually searching for. It is difficult to say how much DSP was making from these donations, but he was earning something and realized he could be making even more. Not from gameplay, as YouTube was afraid to monetize such content in fear that the copyright strikes from the game companies would doom the platform, but from vlogs, as YouTube recognized it was all original footage. This new channel, once more promoting his new camera's abilities, going as the King of Hate HD, shined a light on DSP's previously private life. There were videos of him making custom controllers with John Rambo and friends, sometimes videos of DSP and friends at a cookout, and sometimes the different competitions he would attend and not perform well in. It was clear that DSP had a vibrant social life. DSP was attending midnight releases, freely interacting with strangers, and now, because his vlogging channel was successfully accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, where he pressed what is assumed to be the advantage.
Hello! It's cool. People like to make jokes. People like to make fun. You have to understand that what I do, especially my Street Fighter 4 game matches, is it's all for fun. It's all a joke. It's not always 100% ultimately fucking serious. I'm kind of playing to it for the camera because people like that. It's funny to make jokes, to complain about a joystick, to say there's lag when sometimes there isn't, sometimes there isn't, or whether you can see it or not. That's just funny. You know, just me sitting there playing a game. Wow, what's so fucking interesting about that? But me adding funny comments, jokes, things like that, ridiculous things that I just say out of nowhere, that's where the fun comes from. So I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone. I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back for what I'm doing. I mean, it's not cheap to do what I'm doing. I bought a lot of games, a lot of equipment, and now I have my own condo, which is basically my studio, to do whatever the hell I want. So, you know, anything that you can give back is much appreciated. I also do have the PayPal donation on the left-hand side of my DarkSydePhil channel. It explains how to go to PayPal and what email address to send a donation to, DarkSydePhil@hotmail.com. I've gotten many donations, and as I said before, if you send me a donation of, you know, $10, $15, $20 or more, I'll mention your name in a video because I do appreciate that. So, thanks a lot. Oh, there's my token burp for you to end this little video. This will not be the last that you'll see of me, obviously. I hope that, you know, as I do things and I go places, maybe I'll interview people, maybe I'll make joke skits and things, and like, you know, maybe just rant if I have a bad day at fucking work or something in the news pisses me off. You know, I'll just be able to kind of have a vent to let go of that emotion. So, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the future.
Those were the following 4 poorly cooking with the King videos. Besides Phil's poor diet that would impact his life in somewhat ironic ways, viewers were exposed to cooking mishaps that were perplexing.
Safest thing to do with bacon grease. Oh yeah! Hot fucking potatoes.
Screwing his viewers could look at the clock in the stove frame, the layout of his house, etc. As for the rest of his videos, they were performing well, even if he did have a few hiccups or angry neighbors telling him to shut up along the way. If this was the only trouble DSP received, the rest of 2010 would have gone more smoothly. The key change that destabilized his world was him getting fired from his job.
And what happened in this case, they did a reorg where they took me out of this department where I was doing all this great work, and they put me in a completely different department. The management there didn't give a fuck about me, and after 3 months they laid me off.
Now, with more incentive to monetize his life,
What's up, everyone? It's DSP here, and probably this is going to be the most honest video I've ever made. It's going to be shooting from the hip, but I'm also going to be very careful what I say, obviously for legal reasons, because of what's going on right now. And I really don't know where I'm going to go with it. This is actually take 2, because take 1 I really just rambled on like a fucking moron and didn't know what I wanted to say. But basically, as you know, past 2 years I've been making videos on YouTube, and this has always been my side thing. This has always been my hobby, my, the thing that I do for, free time, because I love video games. So I do video game playthroughs, comedy videos, game reviews, things like that. Well, bottom line is this. I went into work today and they laid me off. So I no longer have a full-time job. I'm unemployed. And this means a lot of things. Some good, some bad. I see both sides of every situation. I try to look at it and take everything with a grain of salt and understand. The thing is this, it's easy to be very negative and say, oh, this is bullshit, America sucks, the economy sucks, they're laying everyone off. And I'm sure that a lot of people watching this video know someone personally, either a friend, either a loved one, a relative who's been laid off recently. Oh, by the way, I'm sweating like crazy. It has nothing to do with getting laid off. It's actually, if you can believe it, it's like heavy rain outside. Like the game Heavy Rain, it's pouring outside. It's like the worst weather in a long time, and it's hilarious that this is the day when they're laying people off at my former job, that they pick this kind of weather to do it. But yeah, it is what it is, and so I'm thinking about, gee, do I want to do YouTube full-time? It is something that I might do, but I don't know for sure if it's going to pay off. It could end up being something that doesn't pay off, and then what's going to happen to me? I don't know. But one thing I have decided on is that at least for the next couple of months through the end of 2010, I am going to stick to most of the playthroughs that I've said in my game schedule I'm going to play. And the reason is this. When I balance, the little bit of money that I do make from doing the videos, it basically breaks even. And all these games that you see me playing, people say, how do you afford it? Well, remember, some people give me donations, which is nice. I do make a very, very small amount of money from the stuff that I make on Cafe Press. The merchandise, and in addition to that, obviously I have a YouTube partner channel where ads and things like that are on it, and I do make some money there. From what I've estimated, it should be enough to basically play the games that I've wanted to play, and all the major releases basically coming out for the next couple of months. So ironically, for the viewer, this is a great thing, because I'm going to be doing videos a lot more. I mean, like right now, I'm in the middle of Dead Rising 2, and I haven't had a lot of time to play it. Now I have a lot of time to play it, and actually John Rambo's coming over very soon. We're going to start a video up, and we're going to play it together. In addition to that, there's going to be some other stuff I'll be doing, but more on that later. I don't want to really get into it until I really have time to think about it, because like I said, right now I'm shell-shocked. I just got home from work, from them basically sending me home, laying me off, and I'm kind of just like, in fact, I'm going to look at the length of time this video is right now, because I know I'm rambling, and I knew I was going to do that. Oh, it's only 9 minutes. That's not bad. Jeez, I've gone 25 minutes before. Forgive me, because like I said, I have so many thoughts and things going through my head right now that, some negative stuff, obviously, because when you have something like this happen, you have negative feelings about yourself and how you were thought of by your management. But at the same time, a lot of stuff happened that kind of led up to this. That really wasn't in anyone's control. It was just kind of a lot of stuff going on. So again, I don't want to get too much into it, but wow, I'm just like I'm tongue-tied, because there's so many people right now who are going through this. It's not just me, Everyone, like I said, has a friend or a loved one or someone who's probably been laid off. Someone, and it's like, wow.
Additionally, though Phil positioned himself as tight with money, he was still able to purchase a few high-end collectibles here and there. The amount of statues and figurines were noticeably increasing. Perhaps it was because he felt secure, not in YouTube, but in Blip.tv. This was a website that was trying to compete with YouTube and was on the lookout for talent. DSP, a very large channel, was welcomed with open arms, and soon after joining was the second largest channel on Blip.tv and was on an exclusive, superior contract. Here he uploaded gameplay and vlogging videos alike while still uploading videos to YouTube as a fallback. That's how DSP entered 2011. His attention split between two competing websites. In January, a demo for the upcoming highly anticipated game, Dead Space 2, was released to help build up hype. DSP was among those that downloaded it and among the few to record it.
Oh, he sounds fun.
Then, he was the sole creator that made the most controversial video that was not even related to the already controversial gameplay.
This is what happens when you let the Jews do whatever they want. You've let the Jews overrun space, and now look at this. Their greed has had the artifact turn everyone into necromorphs. So now I, the last remaining Nazi, must exterminate them. Hello, Jew.
Phil, role-playing as the last surviving space Nazi, did not translate well to his audience that quickly reported his anti-Semitic jokes. Unlike YouTube, Blip.tv sought to purge Phil and banned him from the platform. He was also, in essence, blacklisted from
Alright, so this... Hi, Phil. By the way, the subject line was just Blip.tv, so I didn't know what it was about. It says, hi, Phil. I know you were working on setting up a call with blank. This was my contact at Blip TV for some time this week, but I'm going to have to preempt that conversation here. Okay? While we were initially willing to work with you, we found that your videos are frequently violating our terms of service on multiple fronts. Okay? The less serious of the offenses are the raw gameplay videos you are uploading. Okay? Again, I'm not going to give any commentary. We're just going to read this. We clearly state when you sign up that uploading gameplay is not allowed. You are required to check a box specifically acknowledging this in order to open an account. You do make some videos within the constraints of the show format, but many of them are just meandering and random. The more serious offense is the hateful speech used in videos like, and he actually directly links to the Dead Space 2 demo playthrough that I did, the part 4, which is the last part, okay? And by the way, I hope that everyone at Blip who's been dealing with me is watching this video, because I'm going to be completely factual and honest. So let's continue. So that's the link he gives, and he says, this is clearly in violation and just plain unacceptable. Our terms of service states that we will remove content that is or may be deemed to be grossly offensive to the online community, including but not limited to blatant expressions of bigotry, prejudice, racism, hatred, and profanity. We will not allow our service to be used to promote hate, and we absolutely can't allow advertisements to be run on this type of content. I'm appalled that you made this permanent decision and you're not even considering further discussion. I'm a mature adult with a business degree, and I can fully understand if you have concerns. I'd be willing to stop with anything that might be viewed as racist if you feel it's a problem for your advertisers. I'm certainly not a racist in real life, but again, up to this point, I have received nothing but positive feedback from Blip TV and its staff. If at all possible, please suspend the results of your decision until you and I can personally talk on this subject. I'm willing to talk at any time on the issue and will speak with anyone at your business who needs to be involved in an appeal of this decision. I think you'll find I'm very professional off camera, and I'm willing to do anything that I can to stay on Blip, including seriously toning down things that you may think would be a problem for your advertisers. I just need to have a talk on where that line is, so to speak. One last note, and this is the end of the email. One last note, I'm only bringing this up because it is an inevitability, and I feel like I need to mention it. If this decision does stand and I'm permanently banned from Blip within a week, you understand I'm going to have to explain to over 100,000 people on YouTube why this decision was made and why all of my footage has been deleted. And considering that, again, this is the very first time Blip has ever brought this up, I cannot imagine that the response is going to be very positive, but it might be the opposite. I could understand if I had been warned or told repeatedly that I was told that I was violating your terms of service, but this is the very first time I've been told, and now I'm getting the boot.
Phil was ever confident that, even though he was now riding a downward trend, he could survive. His tune would change in the coming months as he would have to navigate troubles that were exclusive to him and the culture he was inadvertently creating.
What could be the two reasons? There are two underlying reasons why he would have made this video.
Come on! That's why I didn't want to fucking restart the game.
Number one, he's just insanely jealous of me.
Hey, not my fault. I love it.
The other is that the guy is one of these gamers, like I mentioned, who play the games to feel accomplishment.
What the fuck? What?
On February 15, 2013, YouTube user EvilAJ2010, in direct response to Phil claiming his videos are well received, uploaded a compilation of Phil's Metal Gear Solid 2 playthroughs with only the clips of his failures or Phil's obscene commentary.
I fucking miss!
Even with that considered, the supercut was nearly an hour long. In addition to this, it included AJ's own text commentary and images of many comments found under Phil's original Let's Play. Where many channels failed to capture the negative yet entertaining aspects of Phil, AJ was succeeding. A month later, in March, his video was up to 77,000 views, and word was spreading.
And here it comes. I never did. I prefaced my playthrough saying I know I'm probably going to be terrible. I then proceeded to be terrible, and people think that it's funny to make fun of me. The bottom line is this. These people are the dregs of society, okay? These people are like the bottom of the barrel. They think that because they're good at a certain game and that because they become a fanboy of that game, that it gives them some kind of a status or some kind of a boost. Their e-dick grows 10 sizes that day. Oh, because I'm good at Metal Gear. Oh, I'm so special. It's like, it's the most fucking pointless, worthless thing in life to argue about or to even brag about. Like, what the fuck? It's a video game, you fucking loser. It's a fucking video game. When it comes to this video, I was aware of it, but I didn't know what it was. At first, I mean, basically it's theft, because this guy blatantly downloaded my videos without my consent, made a montage of gameplay, which is illegal. You can't just download someone's video from YouTube and make your own montage without their permission. And then he was making fun of me during it. And it wasn't like, okay, let's jab a poke here and there at Phil. It was malicious. The video was malicious. Who in their right mind would ever do that? And I'm being serious here. Like, if you're mentally stable, who would force themselves to watch an 8+ hour playthrough of something you don't like, then download all the videos to make a 2.5 hour hate montage? Who would do that? Like, you have to be mentally ill. And I'm being serious. This person, if you're watching this, you need help. You need to go check yourself in. Seriously, like, you need to have the white coats come get you because you have something wrong with you. A normal person would not fucking do that. You are mentally unstable and mentally ill, okay? And that's the bottom line. Now, I want you to think about this. Why would someone make a video like that? Completely malicious intent. Why would someone, I don't like this person, I don't like the content that they put out, but I'm going to force myself to watch an 8-hour playthrough, I'm going to make a 2.5 hour montage. What could be the two reasons? There are two underlying reasons why he would have made this video. Number one, he's just insanely jealous of me. He's insanely jealous that here on YouTube and Twitch, I'm now successful. I'm making a living doing it. He's insanely jealous because maybe he's trying to do it and he can't. And so I got to make fun of the guy and I got to hate on the guy who's made it because I haven't. And I can understand that. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's a possibility. I don't know anything about this guy. So these are hypothetical situations, okay? The other is that the guy is one of these gamers, like I mentioned, who play the games to feel accomplishment. And so for him, maybe Metal Gear is one of his biggest, famous, most beloved series. And he really feels that Kojima is a guy who's made masterpieces, and his directing of the game was amazing, and that this game is like one of the best games ever made. And maybe he literally got insulted to see me play the game as poorly as I did. That's just sick. It really is disturbing, and I'm actually afraid of this guy, that he's like a nut job, and that if I continue to play games on YouTube, he's going to show up here one night and try to murder me.
Copyright strikes, continued loss of viewerships, and the rise of the Sons of Kojima were only the start of Phil's difficulties for 2015. His financial situation had gotten to the point that he was selling his statues that he could not accurately declare the quality of.
The back of the box, as you can see, very durable. When it moved, it even got a little nick in it, but it did absolutely no damage to anything inside because it has lots of styrofoam inside. His comb has damage. Gotta call that out.
As poor as Phil was with communication, there was one instance that him reaching out very well saved his life.
They all have these super... Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. I think I might have some cops outside. Hold on.
In the afternoon of June 24, 2015, someone called Phil's local police department claiming they had shot their parents and had a hostage. This was a swatting, and the police had to respond. Luckily, Phil had called ahead in fears that something like this would happen. Due to that, and because the caller did not identify themselves, they went in with the expectation that they were possibly not in danger. If not for these circumstances, this visit could have ended far worse.
Shame on you if you've ever made a "this is how you don't play" about me, if you ever decided to follow me, make a clone account on Twitter, do this childish shit on YouTube, if you thought it was funny to dox me, if you thought it was the DDoS attacks were funny, you almost got me killed. You. Yes, you.
This shifting of blame and unjustly targeting the detractor community as a whole for the deranged acts of one person further soured relations with the detractors, yet gained a bit of sympathy for those that were not in this vortex. Phil was frustrated not just at the detractors, but also the fact that the media was not picking up on the story, meaning that this message that the detractors as a whole were at fault was contained to his own platform.
Plug one. Cat and dope. Clear. Okay. It's a gamer shit.
Hell yeah, it's a lot of gamer shit.
Alright. You can tack back. Kenny 37 house is clear, you can tack back.
They all have these super... Hold on. They all have these super... Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. I think I might have some cops outside. Hold on. You heard that, honey? Honey? Cops outside. Yep. The cops are outside. We're coming. Come outside with your hands up. Come on, honey. Someone called the cops. It's alright. We're coming. We're fine. They already know what's going on. I hope. No. We're here. Alright, come outside with your hands up.
my back, I'm going right. Dave, you want to second me? Or whoever's there.
I heard the nail gun.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, alright.
Also, we were like, what the fuck?
Tornado. Plug one. Cat and Bill. Clear. Cap.
It's a gamer shit.
Hell yeah, it's a lot of gamer shit. Alright. You can tack back.
Kenny 37 house is clear, you can attack back.
You know what drives me nuts, you guys? When you're trying to drive to call and get the information, and as things update the call,
yeah,
like people getting on scene. I got it before I knew it.
Yeah. I'm gonna call someone though, because I'm confused. Where did I set my phone in my confusion?
I don't know. I don't think you're going downstairs.
In the bathroom. Okay. Woo. I'll call my dad first, because he'll be the most concerned, then I'll call my mom.
All right, we're back. That was quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just had our first swatting, which is fine because the police knew exactly what was going on. They came by, they talked to me for about 5 minutes about what was going on. They said thank you for calling us and letting us know ahead of time what was happening, because they fully expected that we were fine. And they had a nice conversation with me for about 5 minutes, said have a good day and, you know, continue on. So ladies and gents, guess what? We're continuing on with Batman. The swatters managed to interrupt me for 5 whole minutes. Let's applaud everyone.
Private elements that caused his falling out. At the end, John Rambo offers an olive branch by stating that a phone call could fix this. But Phil never did call, and so Phil lost touch with the last friend he had. Not even a month later, now closing 2015, Machinima informed Phil that they will no longer honor the $2 CPM contract and would instead swap to paying him with the raw ads, which would further decrease his earning potential. Everything appeared to be working against him, and the idea that was meant to breathe life into his channel did not come. What did come was something else.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Phil attempted to dismiss what he was doing by saying he was doing quote-unquote various stuff like scratching his leg. The bombardment of memes and other media will not allow Phil to dismiss this so easily. It was already clear that he was pleasuring himself on stream and forgot to turn the camera off. Keemstar, the owner of Drama Alert, a trending drama channel at the time, quickly picked up the story. It was then that Phil came clean and admitted to what he was doing.
Anyways, here we go. So here's the response. Clap back. The grammar here is all over the place. So get ready for it. I'll try to do my best. No, bitch. You're the king of jerking off to gay porn. You call yourself the king of hate? It should be more like the king of shanking off and bitching. That's all you do is talk shit on the computer and jerk off. When was the last time you got some ass from a girl? I know it's been... Great question. I know it's been years because you are an old-looking milky liquor. This is the same guy that got caught jerking off by Jamie, in his room. Wow. I will say this again. This is the same guy that got caught jerking off by Jamie, in his room. Wow. Now that's some hating right there. Watch out, guys. He's the king of hate. Don't fuck with him. He'll beat your ass at third strike. Then go home and masturbate to hentai. This dude's a legend, Olin. Olin's beast. Olin's a fan favorite. Don't fuck with him. I love that. Never heard anything good about you in the fighting game world, but I've heard about the masturbating problem you got. This is, I want you to put this into your evidence base. Another pin in this, please. Another pin in this one. And we're going to, at the end, we're going to review all our evidence and we ought to make a decision together as to if this is actually another incident. But I've heard you got a masturbating problem. It's very sad when you're a young dude. Like yourself can't get no pussy unless you pay Connecticut hooker to have a good time with. Well, anyways, we all know you're going to get that ass beat at NEC, and when you get back for that ass beating, you're going to get a great SS lesson on what hate is all about. What the hell is wrong with downloading porn? Damn you people are weird, said by DarkSydePhil. The response from Sage, nothing. But it's funny coming from a person who got caught doing his business while he had company. He said right! How?
Oh, dude!
Even short penises tend to be reasonably thick.
Right.
Oh!
Half an inch?
Right! He says right!
Reasonably thick.
Oh, he
Right.
knows. Oh, he has. The circumference of...
And just laughing at him afterwards, I think. She's laughing at something.
Penises tend to be reasonably thick.
Right.
The circumference of like half an inch.
She knows. She knows.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She's laughing right at him. Yes, that was definitely laughing at him.
Circumference of like half an inch, though. I'm so confused.
No. I think she's right, to be honest. I have a Best Buy register receipt, which I have drawn inches on.
Here we go. You want to see a desperate measure? Well, don't see it. You want to hear?
No.
You want to hear a desperate measure?
Oh, God, no.
Scrollers, Dead Sea Scrollers, all of us everyone assembled here today, enjoying this archaeological dig.
Oh, God.
Would you like to hear a desperate measure? We're about to. Let's listen in.
I register receipt. I think she's right, to be honest. I have a Best Buy register receipt, which I have drawn inches on, and
Oh, hell no.
I think she's correct.
Best Buy is now measuring.
It's your dictate from Best Buy.
Best Buy. Best Buy. We know girls.
Man, this will be discarded promptly after this experiment, but give me a minute.
No! This will be discarded, but give me a minute. He's gonna do it.
2K, come on. This is why you got fired.
Yeah, that's the real reason.
Promptly after this experiment, but give me a minute.
Oh, no. To get some penis pills.
I'll go get.
Oh my God, he really left.
The only person who believes in
really
penis
doing it.
pills
He's
is the
really
guy
doing
who's
it.
feeding the penis pills to his goddamn penis, man.
Up and away. Oh
That shit's not growing or nothing.
Oh, he's really doing it.
He's doing it.
I've heard some success stories.
Oh, he's actually. I
What,
can't believe
what
it.
is cess, by the way?
What?
I can't believe he's doing it.
You don't know what sex is?
Sex. S-E-S-S, as in Sam. S-E-X.
Oh God, shut up.
It's another word from penis pills.
Cess?
I can't fast forward now. I just want to hear anything.
No,
Gotta wait for the results.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't have no idea what it means.
Phil is now measuring his
come on.
penis.
He's working it out. He's got the
Yeah, he's
formula
trying
and
to-
he's working it out.
Trying to get some stretch in there.
Penis enlargement pills are made of the highest quality herbal ingredients.
Oh, where can I get some of those?
And calibrated by a team of dedicated scientists.
I could use some of those. So I know somebody who could use some of those.
The safest solution for penis enlargement available on the market today.
This is those like. Remember when Phil said like, if I believed everything, I would have went through some bad choices. Like I think he meant penis pills, like that level. If I just believed penis pills, I would have bought 1,000 of those. Yeah, DK Catman. Yes, that is that is correct. He's googling average penis size right now. Yep.
Yeah. Daily use of Maximan, your penis will gain both
4.5
in length and girth.
Yes.
Order now.
Okay, Steve, there's hope out for you guys that don't measure.
Damn! I think crowd's forming now at Angela. Is she good or bad? We're still not decided, but she's frisky. That's all we know.
There's hope out for you guys that don't
She's on the
measure
edge.
up.
She could be either baby face or heel.
So let me go
Yeah,
get
we're not sure.
I can order my bottle for only $259.95.
All right, I have the measurement.
Here we go.
I am 5.78 inches girth.
Oh, 7.58 inches
No,
girth?
5.7. 5.7.
He's talking about fucking girth.
He said 5.7.
Oh my God, 5.7 girth. That's incredible, isn't it? Girth, that's unbelievable. Dude, girth, a 5-inch girth is atrociously big.
I don't actually have like a
yeah, I know, like,
ruler or
okay,
anything
okay,
nearby.
okay, let me search. Okay, I gotta go to a different tab. Like, what's like Mandingo's girth? Like, I want to search it, but like, I bet Mandingo's girth is like. Hold on, let's see. Oh God, Mandingo. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Mandingo, which is
an incognito window.
Mandingo has a girth of 6.5. Mandingo is,
fucking huge.
He has something. He has some power.
He has a cock that's so big it can get you banned off the SRK forum.
He's yeah. He's famous
Think
in part
toilet
because how
paper
big it is.
cardboard tube. No fucking way. No fucking way.
You are serious?
He's gotta be lying.
That's unbelievable, dude. That would
Length, I could understand. Circumference, no.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about length. He had chew punching air. Yeah. 5.5. We can't see half of that.
And 5.78 inches girth.
See?
And I'm not lying.
And I'm not lying.
No, I'm not lying. He's lying.
So he's.
I'll be right back. I gotta test this shit out. I'll be right back.
Oh God. Everyone's running to measure. And of course they don't believe it. They say, hang on. Yeah, 5.7 is a Coke can.
No way.
That's what he's packing.
No. 5.78. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna show
that
on the
number's gonna haunt me now forever.
I'll show on the stream a 5.5 tube of newspaper, so you get a good look, Steve.
Okay, one second.
There we go. Should be on there now, please. No save. Hold on. We're working late night here today. Studio should be long closed. Hope I don't get in trouble with the cleaning people.
Yeah.
There we go. That's 5.5 on the stream right now. Anyone saying disaster stream is now banned automatically. You get fucked. That's how big a 5.5 is. That thing is a hog.
Phil, you get with her, and my respect for you jumps about 280%.
Phil doesn't have a chance.
Why not? I have seen weirder things.
Cause
Weirder things.
I
What the
have,
hell
I
are
have
you
no.
trying to say?
Phil would not give it to Angela.
You know what? I actually think if those two were actually really go out, I actually think that they'll probably hit it off. I honestly think that. I'm not bullshitting.
Angela, would you go on a date with Phil, seeing that he has whatever he said in circumference?
6.48 inches, according to.
Why
Mr.
does it even matter about circumference? How about the discussion?
Wow, she knew the exact thing that you just said over the phone. She repeated the numbers back.
Damn.
Wow.
See, I told you. I knew what she was going to remember. Yeah.
He said, I knew what you were going to remember.
She's probably like, Phil who, Mr. 6.48?
That's your new name. It's 6.48. It's no longer DXP. It's 6.48.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, exactly. Go ahead and change your name. You know, it's kind of like when I see you at Evolution, hey, what's up, 6? People like, what the fuck, what did you say? 6. 6.48. People gonna think that's a new gang or some shit. People gonna be shooting each other.
The 648s.
So, you know, gangs get started with the stupidest shit. He stole my shoes, you know, whatever.
Said what up?
It's no longer the king of hate, king of circumference.
It's not the king of hate, the king of circumference. Well, actually, I'm bigger than that, so he's not the king.
You said you never measured. How are you gonna say that?
Who says I never measured?
You said it last night that you didn't measure. You like, nah.
No, I said I didn't measure in front of Angela like she wanted me to.
Oh, good way to put her on blast.
Well, she can't say nothing, so shit.
Yeah, she's still talking about me, so.
She ain't thinking about you. She's thinking about circumference. She don't care whose circumference it is. It's just circumference. Because those numbers are important.
So wait, like circumference is what matters now? It's not like length or anything?
It's never been about length. It's always been about circumference. Length is alright, but it's about circumference. They want all the walls hit.
They want the girth.
That's right. The girth.
So actually, I mean, believe it or not, I shit you not. Last night, a few of us got out, the tape measure, and we measured the circumference.
Were there any girls on at the time?
Yes.
Alright, alright, you can no homo that, but, we're sitting there talking about each other's circumference.
Yeah, because she talked about, because she had a debate with us on with a definition. She says that she wants someone 6 inches circumference. I like, bullshit. You want a damn tree trunk, alright? I mean, and then I looked it up, and circumference is the diameter multiplied by pi, 3.14.
Well, you guys actually went through it.
Which is the same as the length around your dick. I mean, it's not the length of your dick, but around the dick.
Huh?
So what I did was I took a Best Buy receipt, and I measured 6 inches on the receipt.
Wow.
And then I wrapped it around my dick, and it was past the point, so I had to actually go back and mark 8 inches, and then I had to wrap it around again, and I was like, okay.
Oh, great.
He's talking about how he's measuring his dick with the Best Buy receipt.
Oh, sorry. Am I talking about this again?
Stacking yet another reason why 2017 was the year that finally doomed Phil financially. But at least he wasn't bankrupt. The grander and more dramatic reveal this year was of his new girlfriend. Yet the reveal photos only show the back of her head. Phil, to be able to hide a relationship for this long was surprising. A reason for only showing the back of her head was that Phil was slowly starting to separate his personal and online life, meaning that there would no longer be condo tours or virtually any videos outside of his office, save for a few additional DSP TriZip videos like his attempt to recreate the virality of his Axe body scrubber video. This could only be beneficial. It wouldn't allow viewers to analyze his new purchases, his eating habits, anything that can be used against him, or even the people around him. Keeping Kat anonymous was likely Phil's attempt to protect her. If there was any doubt left, Phil would cave in and reveal his girlfriend Kat, who moved in shortly after.
Number one, like I said, it's the best relationship I've ever been in my life, okay? I feel like she's my soulmate. I do. I truly do. And I am in love with her, absolutely. She's in love with me. And if she were to move in, number one, she has a job that she, can probably find a job out here similar or whatever and make income to help immediately. Number two, cooking and everything, helping with the responsibilities of the house so I can get back to how I was.
And cook Kat did. The pair seemed well off. Even if Kat did appear awkward and uninteractive on stream, her uncombativeness was welcome.
Get your memes ready, you guys.
One.
Double drum roll.
Bitch needs to die.
Oh,
Yes.
you should be ashamed of
Hello,
yourself.
my children.
$20 costume.
Welcome to my Halloween stream for 2018.
Is this Bob
How
Ross?
are all of you? I hope you're ready for a day full of spooks and goblins. Many happy little mistakes that will touch
Why
us
is it
today
Bob
during the
Ross?
course of today's stream. Yes, everyone, a little happy little
This is
clown
a
over
meme.
here. And a little
It's like,
smiley
it's
face
probably
over
like 10
here,
fucking
yes.
people dressed up like
And
him
with me
today.
today I have the lovely Cat on stream. Say hello, honey.
Oh, and she got like
No, you're not
crayon
going to say hello.
eyebrows.
Okay, fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Yes, yes. Many of you today have shown up already, my little children, and I thank you and I welcome you to my happy stream here today. And so as we play today, we'll make sure that all the mistakes of nature are touched up with little paint jobs. Yes, everyone. All right, shout out to Spooky Boo, who just tipped me $1, and he's a troll. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll actually it's a tip. So we'll just ban that. Well, he can't be banned. This is the stupid.
Wow, that's some panic, isn't it?
All right, guys. So thank you.
He tipped
Here
the
it
$1
is.
and he's
Who
a
am
troll.
I?
Well, I'm gonna
I'm
ban him.
obviously
Well,
a
I can't
1970s
actually
disco
ban him. I'm
dancing.
just
No,
gonna.
So I told you guys. I told you
Yo,
that
I gotta
would
see
be something
something.
that would have high stream interaction.
Let me stare at his
remember?
chat. I ain't gonna say
So,
anything yet.
Obviously, with the amount of Bob Ross emotes that are in the stream chat already, I figured this would be a cool costume. And obviously, as we're playing horror games, who better to guide you through the world of horror than a man who puts his little happy little touch?
What the fuck? Nobody contributing in this chat. Come on.
But
All
I'm
these
gonna have a
people
problem.
being
His
broke.
beard keeps falling off.
I want to see if they get
Wait,
notifications
the beard's
because
gonna
they don't
be
have a
falling off
leaderboard.
constantly.
Let's see.
So Kat here is this, her nice steampunk outfit, looking very gorgeous.
She has Crayola eyebrows.
Well, if you want to stand up, you can. I guess up to you, though.
Now maybe.
Okay, now we're gonna see.
I know it's a very nice outfit, but it was the same thing I was telling her. I was like, when we do this stream, basically you're not gonna be able to see like. Well, I have to change the camera in a bit. I have to make it so that it's the square, and then we'll try to sit better. So that
What
you
about
guys
the
can see us.
notifications, DSP?
But for the most
What
part,
about the
you're not gonna be
leaderboard
able
right
to
now?
see the costumes too well, besides the head and torso. It's very hard on camera to get a hold, especially when you're doing with a microphone.
He can do notifications and leaderboards with this kind of camera setup. He did it before. Why they don't have them during this
I
segment?
hope that you guys like my hair.
That's kinda
I
weird and
styled
not
it for
suspicious
several
at all.
hours this morning to prepare for today's happy little stream.
Come on, man.
This motherfucker is garbage.
I could have went to use
Okay,
the-
everybody.
Holy
I'm
cow.
almost ready to resume here. Just gotta get my headphones back in.
This dude. Where's Cat? Is Cat gone? Did you hit us with a swoop and swap?
Door now.
Hey, Cat gone.
I guess Cat is off now.
You
Like I told
faggot.
you guys. Well, I said this last night, but I don't know how many of you guys were here.
I don't know how many trolls were here last night.
Kat was not going to be here all day anyway.
Mm.
This is her only day off this week.
Of course.
Outside of our next day off together, which
Of
is
course.
Monday. And she's got stuff she wants to do. She's got stuff she got to take care of. And so I want to say thanks obviously to her for being here for the first
She don't want to
couple
spend
or
time with a
few
soulmate?
hours, of the stream. Nice of her to join us and dress up. and
Nice of her to
everything.
join.
But she's off. She may be here later tonight to say goodnight, like at the end of the stream. But yeah, she's off to do other stuff now. Okay. Shout out to your boy Jermaine, who's reset for the 4th month in a row. Says Happy Halloween, everyone.
It was nice
And
of her to
also
join.
NPC 1130 reset for the 10th month in a row and said Happy Halloween.
Nice of your soulmate and the person you want to be with for the rest of your life to sit next to you.
Appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
F in chat for Cat, please. We will not see her again.
Hold on a second.
If we don't see her for Christmas, we are not going to see her for a long time.
And then
Look at that, y'all.
we're
Look at
going
it go.
to be taking one final break, and we're going to do some Dead by Daylight to end it. Okay.
All right.
Roughly, we're going to end between.
Yo,
7
look at it. He
7:30
look like a
PM
little
tonight,
businessman.
FYI. maybe on the earlier side. I don't really feel like going super long.
Oh, now
tonight.
he ready to end early.
Some people earlier were asking what happened to Kat.
Kat did.
Bottom line is, she's, basically bummed out that so many people were trolling.
What?
And it sucks, because I knew that was going to happen. As I've told you guys, previously, Kat has nothing to do with myself or my content or any of the negativity associated with me, and she thought, oh, this would be something nice to do to dress up for Halloween and come by the stream and hang out with everyone. And the excessive amount of trolling that was going on basically got to her, and she says, I want to go do other stuff. I've been here for 2 games, and I'm not in a good mood anymore, and I want to go do other stuff. So she did, basically. She went on, she's actually not even home right now. She wanted to leave because
she's not even home? She left the house because the internet?
Because I would,
Okay.
Honestly, if the trolling wasn't so bad and if things weren't so nasty,
it's not that she was going to leave anyway.
Often.
Totally true. Real life,
that's the reason why she really hasn't been in anything, because the trolling got so nasty. Stuff about stupid shit, about her looks, about her past, stuff that has nothing to do with anything
about
going
her
on.
Past.
And, it
what?
pisses me off because this is something special that we were building up and talking about for weeks and weeks, and she was really excited for it, and she went and got a costume for it.
Why
and
would he
everything.
tell us this?
And here she is she was going to start doing commentary. The first thing she sees when she looks at stream chat is trolling and nasty shit about her. And it totally turned her off, and basically after 2 games, she was like, I just don't want to be
Big
there
F
anymore.
and
I was like, all right, I'm not going to make you.
She opted the fuck out and ran away.
If you really are upset.
She had Fred Maya now.
And I just want to say, thanks to the mods. The mods are doing a good job today. I don't want the mods to feel like they didn't do a good job or whatever. They did. Like when it was happening, I saw they were shutting it down.
Shut it down.
Fast. But, there's nothing much else that we can do.
This is gold dust, dude.
There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin who likes to illegally restream my fucking streams and has an army of fucking trolls.
What the fuck?
The only reason why he has any notoriety is because he copies my shit, and he eggs his trolls on to do negative shit like this, to come to my stream and to basically make fun of my girlfriend and do nasty shit. It's his fault that
it's my fault.
Happens. And anyone who supports that kind of fucking content is a mentally ill asshole who has no fucking conscience or morals.
I'm a Medicare guy
and
when
the
it
bottom
comes
line
to
is the
DSP
only reason he does it is because he knows he can get away with it, because YouTube won't shut down his streams, even though what he does is completely illegal. They don't care. YouTube does not give a shit. So he runs away. Can't do it on Twitch anymore. He's banned from Twitch from doing it. So now he has to go other places where basically it's like the Wild West, and they won't listen, and they won't shut down stuff that's illegal or bullying or that kind of stuff.
Big ouch.
And it sucks because we were looking forward to today a lot.
Massive ouch.
And basically after 2 games, she was so upset. She was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun because I can't. If I say a word, people criticize me about anything that I say, my looks, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So.
Oh, I'm definitely downloading
it sucks,
this. Thanks for the clips, Dad.
But it is what it is. You have a complete
Why would you
fucking
say this?
utter
You
losers
know
on
I'm
the
doing
internet
this.
who will insult people who've never done a damn thing to hurt
Are
anyone.
you gonna send some shooters
and it
for
makes
me?
me angry, and it obviously upsets her. But there's nothing we can do.
Does
to
Kat
control
not
it,
like
and
me
I
too?
apologize for that, guys.
Wow.
It is what it is. And we just gotta move on. What else can I say, right? So all I can say is, sadly, don't expect Kat to be on stuff frequently. This was a rare occurrence.
It's my fault.
On for something special. And look what happened.
So people are going to get mad at me now because Kat don't show up every day to get trolled.
And it's directly their fault, 100%, and nobody else's.
I egg people on, dude.
I make my living and notoriety off of making fun of Phil. You should have
never got me banned off
of
Twitch,
deserve
DSP.
any popularity you ever got, and you are eventually going to pay for what you're doing.
I
just
will
so you
pay
know.
for it.
It always comes back to bite you in the end. You will end up having it hurt you in one way or another long term. It ain't gonna be me, but something's gonna come back to get you in the end. When you do so much negativity and just toxic shit,
looking forward to
it's gonna come back to get you. Trust me.
Trust me. You are indeed.
But it is what it is. I can't stop him. I can't do anything about it.
Fucking.
It sucks.
Massive
and
yikes.
That's life. Right?
Holy cow. That was a little bit too much, buddy.
So anyway. That's what happened, because a lot of people were wondering what the hell happened. When she was on the stream, she was having fun, and then she left after 2 games. I thought she was going to be here all day. That was the plan, and the whole thing got shut down because of that shithead over there.
Okay, Kat left literally because of me. Yep, that's what happened.
All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to set it up. We're going to watch DSP Tries It together here.
He want to make other people get mad at me.
And then after DSP Tries It,
we couldn't
I'm going to set up
Kat
the capture
because of
for
Tevin, that
Conjuring
fucking
House, which will
faggot.
play for about an hour maybe. And then we'll take another break, and then we'll finish off with Dead by Daylight. Okay, everybody? Again, I do want to say thank you guys
That
very
is
much for all of your
cheesy.
support today. I really do appreciate it. Cheer subs tips are great today.
Holy shit.
You know, apologies that
Yeah, I know what
that
you're trying to
happened
do.
and now Cat's not here.
I
That
understand the
wasn't
marketing
planned.
scheme, though, DSP.
It's Tevin's fault.
It's Tevin's fault.
And outside of that, there's nothing I can do. I wish I could shut him down or whatever. There's no way. YouTube doesn't care.
I wish I
YouTube
could
allows
shut him
illegal
down.
restreaming constantly, and they never do anything about it. If they actually had any conscience or any humans working for them, he would have been shut
Susan.
down, you know, a million years ago.
You
but
Polish.
they don't
Get
give a
Susan
shit.
to help.
Okay.
As if to ease from the serious drama starting 2021, attention was again shifted to moments Phil made a fool of himself. And of course, moments like these on stream.
Now, there was a gun. Where did it go? What the fuck? He had a gun. I wanted to get it. It disappeared. Yeah, I didn't get it. For some reason, I don't know how to get a gun off of a guy. But he had a big-ass gun I wanted. And I didn't get it.
It is important to remember that it was not just detractors, fans, or uninteractive viewers from both sides that were paying attention to Phil.
Because we've shown you that these new items and abilities give you lots of different gameplay in the different levels, the flow is motivating. And most importantly, we can actually use that motivation to prioritize exploration. Here's a quick example. I want you to watch what the player does here as he boats around.
The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation.
We're back.
New levels of depravity.
The top 3 comments on this video read, quote, "The unstoppable force of nature that is DSP single-handedly making the gaming industry worse by simply playing games. You live in a timeline where DSP has game companies making games catering to him. What a horrible time to live in where DSP is the standard audience games are aimed at."
That's right, Chad. He gets over $1,000 he dues on his Patreon to show you A+ gameplay like this. He's just so goddamn terrible at video games. How is one man this bad at video games? He's not that old. He can't claim that it's his reflexes that have given out. It's not like he's brand new to gaming, like he's never played a video game before. He's played for years. He was the Super Street Fighter EX plus 10 limited edition Super Nintendo champion. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but he's hot shit at that particular game when it comes to tournament level play. And yet, this asshole, look at this motherfucker, just running into shit everywhere, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
What the fuck? This is a joke. This is a fucking joke! Thank you!
You know, his stream is a really good example. You know how most people bitch about modern video games holding your hand? They're fucking mini markers everywhere now. They don't let you explore because they think you're so retarded you need to have your hand held at every single moment. He's the reason why. This asshole is the guy that developers run into when they do testing groups. He's the guy that's sitting there with a controller in hand saying, this is too tough. This is too tough. Why do I need to drive the vehicle? Can the vehicle drive me? This is difficult. This is a motherfucker that has made video games regress to the point where they're not even really games anymore. They play themselves. They're animated movies that you kind of sit back and watch. That's probably why Let's Plays are so fucking popular now. Because you're watching it anyway. You're not really playing shit. Look at this guy. He is dumb as pigs. Mission failed. Again and again. He can't do this. It's fucking GTA. It's not even a hard mission. It's not like he's flying that RC plane now, is it? This is some basic shit, and he has failed at this repeatedly now.
His fans in particular could be considered the most generous on Twitch.
Like I would say about like $800.
That was ex-viewer PW Dubs estimating how much he donated to Phil. But why would he donate so much?
I never like get tipped to help him out. The reason I tipped really was just to try to get a reaction out of him.
With PW Dubs continually attempting to get a rise out of Phil, bans were common. But because he was donating, so were unbans.
Over time, I would say things that sometimes get me banned, but eventually I just send an email and I'll get unbanned.
Like with most donators with the intent to troll Phil, Phil does eventually become exhausted with their excuses. This back and forth through email got to the point that PW Dubs was arguing that he lived in Texas. Phil kept refuting that he did, so unprompted, PW Dubs does this.
I was trying to do like a gotcha moment, like when I sent him the email saying I do live in Texas, like it's proof that I live in Texas.
PW Dubs sent Phil an image of his driver's license, where he self-centered certain sections himself with scribbles of black lines through MS Paint. Censored was his face, the expiry date, street address, and license ID. What Phil then did was post this email to a secret moderator Discord that included about 11 other members, remarking, quote, "I mean Jesus. Why are we even at this point? I don't want to card my fucking stream chatters." Unquote. The few moderators that responded shared in this confusing sentiment. But Phil posting this license, even though it was somewhat censored through PW Dubs, meant that he had doxed him. Phil had revealed his private information, though it was only to a small, uninterested group. With this information, a rat, well, more so a mouse, took note of Phil's transgression. This rogue mod, known as Anonymous or Anony for short, was in talks with QB4 members to verify themselves and leak both the secret Discord chat logs and prove Phil had doxed PW Dubs. But Phil was catching on. Now in 2021, this came to a head mid-March.
Like the Anonymous, they had the power in like Twitch chats, like change the title of his stream. So they like changed the title of when Phil was streaming. He changed the title to DarkSydePhil leaks. DarkSydePhil docs PW Dubs. He made that the title.
Following this, and Anonymous's departure, Phil had to defend his doxing of PW Dubs and his secret Discord.
So his question specifically is, why didn't you ever mention that you had a Discord? We asked you before if you used Discord and you said no. Because it has nothing to do with anyone watching the stream.
The doxing, the Discord, and his treatment of Anonymous made its way to Reddit, where it was fast to gain traction. Anonymous, in his post, made sure to censor everything the driver's license had on it except the words driver's license. Phil admitted that he shared the license in his small moderator Discord, but used the small size of the Discord and the fact that PW Dubs censored some of it himself in his defense. Then came the argument that Phil did not share the censored version, confusing Anonymous's full censor against PW Dubs' partial censor. Even so, it was all a bad look for Phil.
Where is he? That's not it. Here it is. Be Awesome One. All right. He, of course, will say, I never posted that on Phil's forums. That wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. I have proof it's him, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But he's saying, no, it wasn't me. You can't pin this on, this isn't some kind of a conspiracy from his detractor groups. This is a piece of artwork I found I made in May, and Phil's been using this to make money for months, so I'm just going to claim my copyright on it. First of all, Be Awesome One, whoever you fucking are. You don't have legal claim to it because it's my face. It's a rip from my video. Nothing you did, putting a box art of The Witcher pushing my face, made it a transformative work. It's my legal property. I own the copyright on it. You have no copyright claim on it. The only reason that YouTube even put up with your fucking nonsense is because it's an automated system and there's no people who work there basically doing it. It's all robots. So congratulations, you found a way to game the system. You're a sociopath. But now he's claiming right now it wasn't him. It wasn't me that did this on YouTube, on the King of Hate vlogs. It wasn't me, right? It wasn't me. You can't prove it was me. I did submit the copyright claim, but I never put that picture up on the King of Hate website. Oh yeah? Well, let me show you something. That's the copyright claim from Be Awesome One. That is the original post. Notice the name, Stevie Ray. Guess what? This guy is such a genius that he's posted on my website under the same IP multiple times. In fact, all of these accounts that you see on the right-hand side of your screen right now are the same person. Oh, gee, does that top account look a little familiar? B Awesome One. And yeah, he's also done all these other accounts over the past year, every single one of which was a troll account, trolling myself and other people on my website. If you need proof he's a sociopath, he created 7 accounts, different accounts, to troll people on my website. Now you may say, but that's not definitive proof. Of course it's not. But how about the fact that his fucking Twitter account is the same exact avatar that he's fucking using for this troll account on my website? Oh, by the way, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. So, congratulations. You fucked up. You really did. Be Awesome One on Twitter. I have all your fucking personal information. Now, I'm going to say this up front. I'm not going to give it out. I'm not going to give it out. This is not a doxing video. I do not condone it. I will never give out someone's personal information or anything like that whatsoever. However, understand something. I got you. So you're in trouble. If I hired a lawyer right now, I could sue you. False copyright, defamation. I have evidence of everything. You're lucky that I am busy. You're lucky that I don't have unlimited funds to go after you. You're lucky because I could if I wanted to. You fucked up. All right? And if anything, all that you've accomplished is that you've shown me that going forward, right, with my YouTube career, that I just need to have extra due diligence in everything that I do, that I need to be sure that if I'm going to use something from anyone, that I have to have it in writing, that I have permission, and that it's someone who I kind of personally have a relationship with that I would trust not to fucking do something like this, all right? Because I've already signed up for this thing. I've already got Machinima's buy-in, all right, that they're going to fly myself and Rambo. I'm paying for Rambo's ticket, but we're going to fly out there. They're going to get our passes. They're paying my way for E3. I'm going to do all this hawking promotion for them. I'm going to go and play the game. I'm going to film the game. I'm going to go to this party. I'm going to do all this promotion for them, and that's why I'm getting into E3, okay? All of a sudden, I mean, this is like a week later, no exaggeration. We plan all this out. Everything's hashed out. Everything's good to go. We're starting our plans. I get another email from Machinima, and it says, here's your chance to attend E3 2012. And when you read the email, essentially what it says is, oh, so we're just trying to get as many of our partners into E3 as we can. Are you interested? Because if you're interested, give us your name and we'll likely get you a pass. So I read this email and I'm like, wait a minute. Right? So you're telling me that they probably would have been able to get me into E3 even if I didn't do any of the Hawken promotion, right? They probably would have got me a pass anyway. Now, would they have given me a free hotel? Probably not. Would they have paid for my plane ticket? Really doubtful. But my whole point was I wanted to get into E3. That was my big thing. And Machinima was my way in. Back then, you couldn't just pay for your own pass. It was not a public event back then. E3 was press only. So for me to get into E3 was a big thing, and the Hawken event was how I was going to get in. Within 1 week of signing up and agreeing to the Hawken event and agreeing to let them get John Rambo into E3, I get another email saying, oh yeah, we could have gotten you into E3 anyway by other means. You didn't need to do the Hawken event.
Okay, so I let that play out a little bit because I wanted to establish what the topic is. So the topic is Phil trying to get John Rambo and himself into E3, kind of all paid expenses, right? And he's talking about how he had communications with Machinima to try to get a pass for him and John to be part of E3. Again, John Rambo, his former friend, right? And himself. They're trying to get tickets to, or trying to get passes into E3. Look at the email that Phil has up right here. What's that name right there? Who's it to? And who was Phil just talking about? Who was it that he was trying to get into E3? John Rambo. So did Phil just dox John Rambo? Yes, he did. He doxed John Rambo. He doxed John Rambo. And of course, yet again, Phil not doing the due diligence, taking the extra effort to make sure that what he's showing doesn't have any uncompromising information about anyone. No, he just grabs it like an ass, probably spent 15 minutes, putting this crap together, and decided to show the whole world. And for what? For nothing. The marathon was a complete buzz. He didn't prove anything. All he proved was that, one, he's a difficult person to work with, and two, he's very demanding. He is one of the most demanding people in the world. So you get a clearer picture of what Machinima was dealing with when they were working with Phil, a very difficult person.
This is a letter from my condo association telling me, hello, Phil. We're not, raising... Yeah, you know what? Everyone knows my address at this point. It's on the fucking internet. I mean, holy shit. Like, I'm not even trying to hide it anymore. It's only been said by 7,000 trolls. Like, what's the big deal? Nothing's gonna happen. Come see me and I'll fuck you up if you're gonna be an asshole. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is a letter from my condo association telling me that basically they're not raising my condo fees this year, but they're gonna charge me a special fee for 3 months for renovations.
The secured loans with collateral include his car and Washington condo, which was now his only condo. To add to this, on page 19, readers could see Phil still owed over $100,000 on his Connecticut condo, in which he originally purchased for $131,000. This means he was paying the minimum, where if he really wanted to, he could have paid the entire thing off and lived there within just a few years of purchasing it. Instead, he is now here, 11 years later, owing the IRS $15,000, having virtually no credit, being stripped of what little he accrued and being returned back to nothing. Was it worth enduring a decade of trolls, daily streams, managing lies, and being hated in the only community you know? The answer is yes, because Phil has something almost no one else has.
Level 13 WWE Superstar, introducing Down from the Rafters.
Phil's plights were all worth it because of this Candy Crush, gacha-designed phone game themed around the WWE, known as WWE Champions. It is important to note that Phil has refuted investing into this game to the extent people have claimed. Despite a mountain of very strong evidence, he has room to dismiss it because there is no smoking gun. Phil has a history of playing other mobile games themed around the WWE, and was not shy to spend money on microtransactions to get an advantage. However, on WWE Champions, there is an account that has seen some tremendous climbing in the leaderboards that would be impossible without microtransactions. This account's name was They Call Me DSP. Phil's Twitter handle is also They Call Me DSP. Phil has a history of using that username in other apps like Pokemon Go, and Phil in the past has admitted to playing.
WWE Champions is a game that plays a lot like Candy Crush, of all games, or what's the other one, Bejeweled? It plays like those two games with wrestlers, and honestly the game cheats and is not very good, but I just play it because it has wrestlers in it.
What detractors seek to prove is that the account They Call Me DSP is indeed DarkSydePhil.
So, here's the thing. I'm about to tell you the actual truth. However, there's still people who aren't going to believe it. There's still people who will never be satisfied no matter what I tell you. All right? They're going to say I lied. They're going to say this is bullshit, right? And so, this is only for those who actually are capable of like rational thought and considering the truth and things like that, okay? All right. You already know I have a history of spending money on mobile games. I've already admitted it, okay? Everything that I said in that segment on stream was a lie. Literally, every time someone asked me about WWE Champions, I lied. Every single fucking time. Because to me, my personal spending, things I was doing off stream, was no one's business, okay? And every time someone brought it up, I'm like, this is so stupid, this is dumb, you know what I'm saying? And I just lied to get it out of the way. And I tried so hard for so long to lie about it, to get people to just forget about it. But I forgot, well, not really forgot, but I definitely underestimated the anal nature of these people who stalk me, all right? a couple things they outright got me on, like for example, the Discord thing. I had no idea about any of that. I was incredibly ignorant, okay, of all of it. I didn't know any of that shit. So I had no clue that they could like track a Discord versus like numbers on your name and shit like that. So, you know, for me, here's the thing. Do you really, if you're a person who's coming to my stream and you just want to watch the content and have fun, do you want to hear about this shit? My fans did not care about me playing WWE Champions. My fans did not care about any of that shit, all right? When I was doing a fundraiser for a week to pay taxes, yeah, that's literally what it was. Yeah, there was some misspeaking and things over time about exactly directly where the money was going, but it was because I was kind of desperate for that week, you know? But the WWE Champions thing, 100%, again, I just always lied about it because I thought it wasn't important. It was just something that my detractors were trying to do. Because again, they tried to get me time and time again over the years, so many times for stupid shit. That wasn't true. They had finally found one stupid little thing that they got me on, right? So I'm going to tell you this, the truth now. But again, many of you are not going to believe it. I can't make you believe it. And I'm gonna open up for the first time about this topic ever right now here tonight. And some of you, if this is it for you and you can't take it and you want to leave and you're not going to come back, I can't stop you. Okay? And so, of course, there's going to be like, there was Discord, you know, chats and things like that. There never was an issue with any of this. Never. And then all of a sudden, somehow, someone had discovered that there was a WWE Champions name of my name. And I guess what it is someone who had played the game, knew how the accounts worked or whatever, and they did money and they said, he spent thousands of dollars on the game, right? Based on some calculation that they had made. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what it is because I don't watch my detractors shit, okay? And I'm not here to tell you I didn't spend money on the game. I absolutely have spent money on WWE Champions, okay? A good amount of money on WWE Champions over the years. I'm here to fess on this, right? This is the big moment, correct? Okay? Now, here's the part. Up to now, all right, all of this kind of makes sense, right? Because it's kind of what my detractors have always said, all right? Now I'm going to tell you the part of the story absolutely nobody fucking knows whatsoever, all right? As of today, I don't have any control or ownership of that account anymore, all right? I sold it. At the times when I was like desperate for money and shit was going down, I sold the account, all right? And you might say, well, how is that possible, right? Well, you may not think it's possible because technically you shouldn't be able to sell an account, but I actually just alluded to this on a stream the other day, and I was wondering if anyone was going to pick up on this, but no one seems to have picked up on it, okay? So the reason I knew you could sell an account was because when I was really, you know, on the original account, before I'd even changed my name, all right, there was another group in the game, and they were called, like, the Haven, all right? And they were one of the top factions in the game. And one of the leaders of the Haven was retiring from the game after, like, 2-3 years of playing it. And they announced this publicly, you know, we're retiring or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he retires. He publicly announces he's retiring, yet his account is still active. It's still being used in events. People are fighting against this account in events. Like, wait a minute, the guy retired. He made a big public thing about it. So how the hell is his account still working? So people knew that basically you could basically sell your account. Of course, there's no outright way to do it. So basically, what I did, I reached out and I found that there was a market for this. There's third-party resellers. And what you do is you can give them certain criteria and information about the game, login accounts and things that would give them ownership of the account. And you could give that to them for money. And I sold it. All right? That was a few years ago. So I have not had any control over this account for years.
Super Scuffer, please talk into your mic directly, please.
1, 2, check if you want to.
There, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I'm right.
Not hear you.
I would appreciate it, guys. We're at $42 in tips. I would really appreciate it if we get some more. Like I said, these countdown streams, sadly, they didn't even do as well as my gameplay streams, and right now I really need the help with tips. So if you like this stream, please, if you can tip me, I would appreciate it. We just got a cheer. Bugstacks numero uno cheer against it. For being honest. Oh, here we go. Now he's talking about WWE Champions. So he's a piece of shit. You piece of donkey shit. How about this?
Uh-oh.
How about this? WWE Champions. All right?
Yeah.
WWE Champions lives rent-free in your motherfucking head.
Oh.
I don't think about WWE Champions.
Oh.
You do. You probably know way more about the fucking game than I ever will, because you're an idiot. You're an obsessed loser.
Okay.
Eight pulls to go, folks. Here we go. Who's next? Okay, we need another 6-star bronze right now. That'd be amazing. Another one. Yes, we got another one. Who is it? 6-star bronze, unbelievable pull. It is Captain Lou Albano. He used to be a wrestler, and then they turned him into a manager. He excelled at both, and then he became the live-action Super Mario. Now, in reality, he's not great, but there are certain events where you need him, and he's been very useful in the game, so it's actually good to have him. He's a really good yellow gem guy, showboat. So, hey, we're getting unbelievable 6-star pulls. This is cool. We actually got a few good pulls tonight, I would argue. All right? All right, let's continue. All right, seven pulls left. Stupid currency. 6 pulls left. Come on, brother. Oh, yeah. It's a Stone Cold Vest. 5 left. Here we go. Give me this 5-star gold. It is a 5-star gold. Who is it? 5-star gold. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, yeah. We did it. Oh, you Hulkamaniacs out there, all you Philomaniacs, we did it. We pulled our first Hogan live on stream. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Yes. Yes, we did it, brother. We did it. Folks, we did it. We pulled our first Hogan. Let's get some likes. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some tips. Let's get a big celebration going for our first Hogan ever here tonight on the WWE Champions stream, brother. First off, ladies and gentlemen, if you can believe it, which I can't believe it, 13 straight streams where I have crushed the support goals. 13 straight streams where we have hit all of my tips goals, and people have continuously supported the channel with things like super chats, memberships, and gifted memberships. This is huge. It's lasted about a week now. That's about a week of streams, okay? That's amazing. If we keep this momentum going throughout the fall, like I said, this could literally be life-changing, but we have to see if the momentum can be kept. Now I'm going to have the camera aimed downward so you can actually see it. All right, so hold on a second here while I do that. So now you're getting to see behind the scenes of my dirty, disgusting entertainment center that I need to clean because I haven't cleaned it in a while. It's dusty as hell up top. Okay, all right, so now here we go. Hello, everybody. This is kind of weird, I'm not going to lie. This is very bizarre, but I'm going to pull it off, I think. So, first things first. All right, this PC... I'm going to be using 2 wireless things, a wireless mouse and keyboard, and I have the adapters for them. So I'm just going to plug them right in the front. Plug and play, and I might get new ones later. So now I have mouse and keyboard wireless to this thing already. Okay, I've got the power cord right here. And this goes into the back. I'm just going to plug that right into my surge protector behind it. So now I'm going to take the top off, and I'm going to put in the HDMI cable and the Ethernet cable. so that both are permanently attached on the inside, because those are the two things I'm never going to disconnect from this thing. Okay? So I have to detach 2 thermal screws to remove this fan assembly to get to the exposed ports on my motherboard and graphics card to plug those 2 cables in. It has like a door hinge. And now I got to get in there with the cables. So let me grab the Ethernet first. It's right behind me. So what you want to do, you want to snake it into this hole back here. By doing that, it's going to allow you to have cable management. Here we go. Ethernet cable is attached. Now I got to get the HDMI cable. It's actually right here. Okay. Supposedly I just turned on the power. So we're going to see what happens when I push this button, folks. Are you ready for this? Let's see what happens. Oh, brother. Look at this thing. Holy shit. That looks interesting.